Hi there, this is Matt Swartz, and welcome to my beautiful piano studio with my wife here in Gilbert, Arizona. So excited that you are here for another episode where I'm doing part 3 of a 3-part series on this idea of what are 3 non-negotiable time decisions that I am making in my life. So I don't know if you have followed this series, but first off I talked about morning ritual, why that is such a game changer for me, why that's been a big deal in my life. Last week I talked about evening routine, trying to work on getting better, more effective and restful sleep at night and the steps I'm taking there. But the third time management non-negotiable that I'm working on right now is this idea of recovery. I've mentioned before reading about in Benjamin Hardy's book, Willpower Doesn't Work, he really talks about this idea of we need to understand that in our lives we have stress or we have work, and then we need to build in recovery, this idea of what am I doing to really invest into restoration, into allowing myself to have this real balance of like I work, I rest and recover, I work and I rest and recover. By nature in my life, I have been a workaholic. I understand that, I wrestle with that. And so for me, it's not that I always like feel like work is all there is to life, because I think I play hard. I think what I've wrestled with is that I enjoy productive, meaningful work, and there's never enough. Like there's always something else to do. There's always something that needs to be done. And so in that, for me, what I've learned about myself over the years is that I struggle with setting aside purposeful time to rest and recover so that the meaningful work I do is even more effective and I do it even more efficiently. And so in his book, Willpower Doesn't Work, it really began provoking this idea of I need to think intentionally about what am I doing after working hard to then take time for restoration, for recovery. Morning routine that I've been doing the longest. I would think after that, after morning routine, like I told you that this evening routine I'm beginning, but really this idea of recovery, to be honest, is probably something that is the newest kid on the block in my life of understanding how on earth to here's my work day and then here's what I'm intentionally doing just to really bring restoration. So in my work week, what it looks like is I am currently in my life, because of flexibility in my schedule, I work 4 days and then I step out of that work for 3 days. Maybe your job doesn't have that flexibility, so don't miss the principle. But for me, what it means is that I work all out Monday through Thursday. I'm putting extreme energy and effort into the productivity I do on those days. Friday for me is recovery in the sense of what needs to be accomplished in my home, whether it's home projects, whether it's cleaning. But then Saturday, I'm really focused and energized on what are things that recharge me, that fuel me up. So like for example, today I woke up, did my morning routine still, but then I jumped on to Duolingo, had their DuoCon 2020 online. So I connected with some of those talks. I did some video editing, which recharges me and energizes me. I did some reading. I purposely choose things that recharge and re-energize me. That may include a hike. That may include some other creative expression. But the point is I focus on things that are allowing me to take a step back and breathe. Then Sunday for me is when we typically are involved in going to church. And then partway through Sunday, I begin the planning of my week. What do I need to accomplish this coming week? And it allows me then to have those 3 days make those 4 work days much more productive. I don't know what this looks like for you, but figure out what does it look like for you to work hard and put as much intention into recovery.